Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Helmalia Putri. I am from class K1 and I am from English Education Study Program. My number is 2103050077. This here, I full support for Palestine, free Palestine. Alright, let's talk about Palestine-Israel conflict. Causes of the conflict between Palestine and Israel. The fight between Palestine and Israel has been going on since 1947. At the time, precisely in May, the division of territory between Israel and Palestine was carried out by the League of Nations, or UN. What will happen from the division of territory means that 54% of the territory will be handed over to Israel, while the remaining 46% will be given to Palestine. If we look at the population between Israel and Palestine, the percentage of the Israel people, namely Jews, is only around 31.5% of the population. This is what caused the reaction of the Palestine people who were fighting for independence in their own land. There was a time when the Jews thought that the division that had been made was not enough. Since then, widespread terror against the Palestine people has been going on. On April 9, 1948, a mass then on May 14, 1948, the Jewish people declared their independence to become the state of Israel. The land that is in dispute between the two nations is a former British colony after World War I. The Jewish people want their country to stand alone in this land. On this land which is also inhabited by the Palestine people. Alright. The Jewish population at the time was only around 56,000 people, while the Palestine people reached 1 million. This concurrency continues along with the pressure exerted by Israel. The Israel army carried out one of its attacks, namely Ramallah in the West Bank, Palestine. Israel initiated a block on Ramallah by sending members of the Aegis Battalion. The Israel army hunt down Palestine, especially those who are called terrorists. Such as condition infuriates the public and high-ranking Palestine government. Moreover, the global response, especially the United States, was very slow. In fact, it could almost be said that there has been no meaningful action to end the occupation in the heart of Palestine. In that city, from 1996, with the withdrawal of Israel, troops the Palestine Authority under Arafat managed and controlled the wheels of government like states. This city was chosen before the definitive capital of Palestine, namely Jerusalem, was realized apart from besieging and attacking the city of Ramallah. Israel troops also carried out a lightning attack on the West Bank. In less than 3 days, the cities of Jenin, Tulkarem, Bethlehem, Kalkila, and Nablus in the West Bank were de facto under Israel control. The Palestine people who felt displaced from the territory they had occupied for hundreds of years did not remain silent. They continued to wage war against Israel until war emerged between 1948, 1967, and 1971. Right. The Palestine people effort to reclaim their territory joined in a organization, namely the PLO. People efforts to reclaim their territory joined in organization, namely the PLO. September 1982 saw result in the deaths of 2700 refugees in just 1 hour. Palestine itself finally formed a militia known as the Intifada. Resistance from Palestine began in 1987. Israel itself tried to suppress it by making concession to the Oslo Agreement in 1993 regarding the competition between Israel and Palestine, which would provide an opportunity for independence for Palestine people which had been violated. The great hopes of the Palestine people for independence with the establishment of Palestine in the West Bank and the Gaza Strip being designated as the capital of Jerusalem turned out to have failed because the agreement was violated by Israel. The opposite of the agreement further clarifies the strength of Israel control over the West Bank and Gaza Strips. Apart policies that differentiated warrant and were highly discriminatory were implemented. Israel itself has controlled the economy of the West Bank, both land and natural resources supported by military power, which function to continuously monitor the Palestine. The Intifada resistance erupted at the end of September 2001 after clashes between Palestine and Israel were triggered by the arrival of Ariel Sharon, who was deemed responsible for the massacre in the evacuation camp. In this clash, 7 Palestinians died at the Al-Aqsa Mosque. From the existing dispute between Palestine and Israel through discussion, it can be concluded that the dispute between Palestine and Israel is a territorial dispute whose division was agreed upon by the United Nations or UN in May 1947. It turned out that the division of territory has been carried out unable to calm the two parties concerned and effort to reconcile are no longer surprised as well by UN. Because the Israel attack cannot be resolved immediately with the premise carried out by the United Nations as an international organization that has the capacity and mobility to resolve the long-standing conflict between Israel and Palestine. We can explain the position between Palestine and Israel. There is injustice in the economic sector which result in a huge difference in support in terms of weapons and strengthen Israel's position and its effort to suppress Palestine and is not observed by the UN. And there is no effort to participate in controlling the entry of aid to weapons for Israel to strengthen its troops in terms of weapons. So, what can we do to help Palestine? First, pray for Palestine. The power of prayer is undeniable. Rasulullah SAW once said, "Be serious in praying, because whoever knocks on the door alone, it will definitely be opened for him." Hadis riwayat Ibnu Abi Shaybah. We cannot go directly to Palestine, but we can support Palestine by praying for their struggle. Prayer is the weapon of the believer, so pray to him in a low voice and earnestly, especially after prayer. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala say, Pray to me, I will surely grant into you. 2. Donate. Friends, we can help Palestine by donating through trust and trustworthy institution. By donating, we can at least help alleviate the difficulties of Palestine civil society who lack food, water, and other basic necessities of life which are very important to fulfill. Friends can donate through Rumah Zakat by clicking the following link. 3. Continue to increase solidarity and support. Our support and solidarity with the Palestine people can indirectly increase the morale of the Palestine people. With our support, Palestine will feel they are not alone in fighting for their independence. Free Palestine. 4. Continue to increase understanding of the Palestine and Israel problems. Many of our people still don't care about the humanitarian conflict in Palestine because they don't know the roots of the problem. Therefore, we must increase our understanding of the conflict between Palestine and Israel. We can read aloud, listen to lecture, and watch various videos. Also, discuss the information we get with people who really understand the history of Palestine and Israel, so that they are objective and not led by false opinion to corner Palestine. 5. Do not use products that support Israel. One of our biggest support to Palestine is to stop or not use products that support Israel. Please now, friends, that from products that support Israel, that there are some benefits from attacking Palestine. Imagine if we use products that are pro-Israel, then we are indirectly supporting the occupation of Palestine. 6. Utilize social media. Social media can be our way to make many people aware of the war in Palestine. With social media, we can also make many people aware the critical humanitarian issues in Palestine. Hopefully, more and more people will be moved to care about Palestine. These are some of the things we can do to support Palestine, independence, and help Palestine civil society who are persecuted because of Israel. Hopefully, it can inspire. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you for attention. Sorry for I make a mistake. This here I full support to Palestine. Free Palestine.
ايدي بايدك نحمي الاقصى رب بيخسر